Hey, this is Big Gene from Raw Deal, The Last Big Night. I hope I'm live. I've been having a lot of technical difficulties. I hope this is in the right angle. If it's the right angle, please let me know. What's up? I can't even see the names or nothing like that. That's how difficult it is for me right now. How y'all doing? I hope y'all having a happy new year. We're going live today. I'm gonna be addressing some of the 80s, 90s. I'm gonna go back in time, and bring it all the way up to date, because I kind of lost track. When I told y'all the Tupac story, the Three Kings stories that I gave y'all, I lost track of my focus on what I was trying to do and what I've been doing. I told y'all in the Chronicles 1, 2, and 3 that I was going to break down the whole bad boy structure and how we got here and how it all started, the true story behind it. And I kind of lost focus on that because I had to address some other things. Uh, First, I want to do a disclaimer for the people out there. If you don't want to hear none of my stories that have something to do with the 80s, 90s, and the life that I live, turn your channel to wherever the fuck you want to turn it to. I'm not asking, I'm not begging nobody to be here. I'm giving these people my life story. Anything that I talk to you guys about has something to do with me. And like I said before, people not gonna understand that, how did this guy do all this and was all these places and did that? Because I've never been scared to live my life, man, and I was out there. And there was a lot of people at that time that needed me. So the disclaimer is I'm giving everybody the opportunity, and I'm gonna wait a minute or two for these motherfuckers to turn their phones off, to go someplace else, to do something else. Because I don't have time for, the constant bullshit that everybody comes up with. Now, I have a lot of people that help me, and I'm sorry that I'm so unprepared to give your names. But like Triple Hoy, like Sarah, like uh, Plenty Pussy, Kim. One dude helped me even do my set up my Instagram thing. I forgot his name, but he a good brother. If you go in the comments, you'll see that he did that. And I really appreciate that. So today's show is going to be about the 80s and 90s, and I want y'all to get an idea of what was going on back then and why we at the state that we are right now. I'm going to let y'all know what the hustlers and everybody in the streets and where they went, what they were doing, and we're going to leave that part in this year. So, all next year we're gonna be talking about, new shit, but we're not gonna be talking about, I'm not gonna give you these descriptions before because I did that in a lot of the videos that I did before. So I'm glad to be here with you guys. I'm glad to make another year, and I want you guys to know that take life serious, man. You know, uh, do what all you could do, for your kids and the people in your lives. You understand? Because life is too short, man. It goes fast, bro. It goes real fast. You know, um, I held one job down for 27 years. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm letting you guys know that take that time, and focus on your kids and focus on your family. Like, when I had my first daughter, I had one job, and and I was raising some other nigga's son, you know what I'm saying? I had one job. So then when I had my daughter, I needed two jobs. Because I like a lot of nice shit. You understand? Then when I had another daughter, I needed two jobs and a hustle. I gave my life up, man, you know, so nobody else would feel my pain, whatever I had to go through. And now my kids is grown and gone. You understand? it's you know, you know that the shit went so fast, and damn, you could say, damn, I could have did 3 times better than what I did. You know what I'm saying? Because you know you just had to have that hustle in you. We're gonna play a little game tonight, and I'm gonna give y'all a little time while I set this thing up. I want y'all to get y'all favorite drink out, whatever you drink, whether it's beer, wine, and every time I say you understand or motherfucker, I want y'all to take a drink. All right? Tatted Teflon, what's going on? Caesar, there you go. Caesar. FTW. Shout out a couple of names before I get to start. Andy. OMG. Oh, I get that. Someone say, oh my God. Caesar, salute to you, brother. Karen Baker, Happy New Year. Twisted, what's up with you? Scott, what's going on? Sean Johnny. Ice, what up with you, Q? All right. So listen, y'all got y'all drinks together? Every time I say you understand or motherfucker, I want y'all to take a sip. Now, if you're going out tonight, don't do that shit. But if you home for the rest of the night, I want y'all to do that, man. You know what I'm saying? I want to see can y'all really get fucked up. You understand? All right? So from this point on, if I say you understand or you say, if I say motherfucker, and I'm going to try not to say it. You understand? Oh, shit. I'm going to try not to say it. But you take a sip if I do. All right, like I say, the show's going to be like the 80s and 90s. Like, and I'm talking about the Harlem. You understand? If you was in Harlem during the mid to late 80s and everything, a lot of the crews was jumping off. And that was the Same Gang, Slick and the Family, 12th Street Posse. NFL, which meant niggas for life. The 40 Wolves, they was from 140th Street. We had the All Stars. They was represented by my man Jewel, and he had the thing called Felon Magazine. Then you had the X-Men, which was 114th Street. My man Pop used to run that. Then you had Best Out. You understand? You had Butt Naked, and Butt Naked did a lot of the industry parties and stuff like that. You had Mecca Audio. You know, then you had the East Side Riders. You know what I'm saying? And then you had your top promoters. At that time, the top promoters was Peter Shue and his character Blue. We call himself the world famous Blue. And then you had Black and Gold. Then you had Sparkles and Sparkle Production. And you had Reggie Wells. You know, those are the parties that the hustlers, everybody who was getting money, everybody who was doing their thing was going to. And then another one was Top, who came in the late, around the mid 90s, was Black Hands. Chaz Williams had one of the biggest production companies and parties. This is before he got into the music thing and he started dealing with graph and everything like that. So that was the atmosphere. Those were the crews in Harlem. Now see, Chaz and them was from Queens, but they were more international than anybody because they was a kind of crew that brought everybody together. See, Chaz brought people from Brooklyn, Queens, Staten Island, Baltimore. His shit was more international because he used to give parties all over the country. Now it was a marketing thing called In the Streets. They used to do a lot of industry stuff too. So that was the atmosphere as far as the different crews in Harlem that I gave you, which was Same Gang, Slick and the Family, 12th Street Posse, NFL, the 40 Wolves, All Star, connected with Felon Magazine, the X-Men, Best Out, Butt Naked, Mecca Audio. You understand? Those were the crews that was in Harlem. You had a couple of other ones, but they wasn't out. They wasn't out there big. And then you had those cats from Lenox Avenue. I think it was the like around 129th Street. But they was more into the rap shit. They wasn't into like giving the parties and giving the different functions. And the best out was one of the top ones. Yeah, Big L was my man. I seen him the week before he got killed, man. Yeah, I'm not gonna address none of this stuff like that right now because I'm gonna tell the story, and then if you come back and I hit you up. But when I seen Big L name, I had to say something because I seen him. He was vest up the week before he got killed, and we was at the Bronx barbecue, and I seen him with a vest on. I was like, and he had a bodyguard. I was like, yo, L, what's wrong? Everything good, man? He said, yo, I'll talk to you, Gene, about it, man, but I'm good and everything like that. I said, yeah. We was at BBQs in the Bronx. We used to go up there on Saturdays night. They had a little comedy thing. That dude, what's his name? He was a comedian. He used to run that stuff, Capone, yeah. And I seen him that, and then the next week he was murdered, man. That fucked me up. He was a hell of a fucking rapper, man. He'd have kept Harlem on the map for a long time. You know what I'm saying? All right. So now these crews start giving parties. A lot of these guys in these crews was hustlers, though. They was getting money. You know what I'm saying? They was out doing their thing, but then they would give a party and convert that money. Now, out of the two crews that were big in doing that, it would have been Butt Naked, Best Out, the Same Gang, and Slick and the Family. Slick and the Family kept, when I left the Same Gang, I'm always going to be Same Gang, but when I left and started Slick and the Family with Slick, we became one of the top party givers, the top promoters in Harlem. You know what I'm saying? So then the All Stars came along with Jewel, and they used to give like the little fancier little thing when niggas was dressing up. We kept it all the way gully. We kept it all the way hood. When you came to a Slick and a Family party, you was getting, get in where you fit in. That was our motto. You know what I'm saying? Get in where you fit in. It was crazy. So that's where we was at with that. So we were one of the top promoters and everything. So now, at this time, Puff was doing Daddy's House, and he was doing Daddy's House, the parties. That was at he was doing Unsigned Hype at the building on Mondays, and he was doing a party at the Red Zone, but that got shut down. I'm gonna get to that story a little later. So now, Andre Harrell, he was doing the Uptown Records and everything. That's when he had got deferred to do that cat. That's how Puff and D-Ferg actually met. Because when he did that cat for Andre Harrell, you know what I'm saying, he did the bad boy thing for Puff. But I told D way back then, man, I said, yo, D, man, you should tell them niggas, every time they use that shit, you get a penny, you know what I'm saying, for every time that thing is used somebody. But he always had faith in niggas to do the right thing, man. So he thought Andre Harrell and Puff was gonna do the right thing by him, and neither one of them never did. You know what I'm saying? So hold on. El Barrio, what's going on? So now neither one of them guys never did the right thing by him. So now the atmosphere for all the hustlers, everybody who was getting money in Harlem. Now this was Harlem. You got to understand when you look at Paid in Full, that was just the a little bullshit of that. You know what I'm saying? That Paid in Full shit was just, just parts of somebody. That was just somebody's story right there. But the dudes who was really getting money and who was really hustling and who was, doing their thing, they all had the same schedule. You understand? And that schedule was like Monday night, we was at Club 2000. Tuesday, we was at the skating rings, and then we go, we start at Willie's, then we go to the skating ring, and then we'll come back. Wednesday, we was at the Apollo. Then at the Apollo, we'll go to like maybe the Red Zone or the New Music Cafe, or we'd be back at Willie's. On Thursday nights, we was at the Cotton Club. And Mike Epps used to run the Cotton Club as far as he used to be the comedian there at the Cotton Club. And then Friday, we was doing either a Peter Shoe party or Sparkle. Friday or Saturday, we was either doing a Peter Shoe party, Sparkles, Reggie Wells, or, one of those, those promoter parties. That's what Harlem was about. Then if everybody in Harlem is doing, you got the Bronx coming over doing, you had a couple of, guys in Brooklyn, used to come out, because that's what all the honeys and everybody was doing. It was like a routine schedule. So that's what we were at doing that. So now, when Puff come into the picture, he become a part of the same gang, so now the same gang started doing little parties, but he never was anyone to try to promote the parties with the same gang. He just always came to the parties as just a member or one of the places that we went to, because he wasn't even that big. He didn't start getting big until he got with Wolf and them and Butt Naked, and that's after Andre Harrell had fired him. Now, the reason everybody knows the reason why he got fired, and that was because of the City College tragedy thing. We spoke about that. So before that was because of the City College tragedy where 9 people died and and got they suffocated in a stairwell. I the one who opened the door for them to get them around there. I was right there at the time. It was a crazy situation. So now we are at the point whereas that we trying to figure out, what we're doing, regarding the whole atmosphere of, what we trying to make the same gang, what we trying to make Slick and the Family doing, because we were making a lot of money back then. You had guys that were taking $5,000, for throwing a party, and you was making $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 in one night. One time we would give a boat ride, and then after the boat ride, we'll give a party. We'll make $15,000, $20,000 on the boat ride. Then it's an after party. Then you make another $10,000 or $15,000. It may not seem a lot of money, but for somebody putting up $5,000 or $6,000, and you bring back $40,000, that's some good money back then. Man, hold on, y'all. I'm trying to switch this around because this is coming. I'm not going to mess it. I might mess it up, man, because all the statements are coming sideways instead of coming the correct way. I don't know why it's coming like that. That's crazy. But I'm not going to mess with it, man. I'm not going to do it. I can't see it because it's coming sideways, and I don't have nobody here to help me. And I do not want to mess it up. Let me finish with the story. So now, you got the crews that what was happening at all the parties and stuff like that. Now we're gonna talk about how Bad Boy came into the whole Harlem and uh, uh, um, the whole Harlem scene. Now, this is how Bad Boy came into the Harlem scene. When Puff got fired by Andre Harrell, you know, like I said before, he was on suicide watch, and deferred. For some odd reason, he loved this kid, man. He had mad love for Puff, and you know, I still today don't know why. But it is what it is. So he would tell us, this kid about to commit suicide, man. We gotta watch him, you know. And you at the time, Eddie F from Heavy D and the Boys, who was one of the top producers, was helping Puff by paying his car note. Tim Dog was doing the same thing. Tim Dog was the guy who was over Mecca. Tim Dog was over the Lost Boy. He had the Lost Boy. He could have been at Island Records or Arista first. It was one of them. But then he became the president of, I think, Electric or something like Electric Records or something like that. Because there was a lot of different record companies back at the time. It was a lot of different record companies back at the time. So he became, Tim Dog became one of the presidents. He the one who had the Lost Boys. So he was another one of the cats who were paying, Puff rent in his car. No, because back then he had like this little white Volkswagen Cabaret with the top off of it and stuff, like with the convertible rag top or whatever like that. So they were taking care of him. So now Wolf, who was a part of Butt Naked, that was Buck L and Wolf. Buck L and Wolf. Now they all had this little crew stuff like that, and they was throwing parties. So now Puff becomes, they want to be investing to Bad Boy, because when he left, he took Craig Mack, he took and Biggie with him. Man, I wish I could see some of that stuff. He took Craig Mack and he took Biggie with him, but he didn't have the money for the production. He didn't have the money for the put in Big pocket. He had money put in Craig pocket. But these guys, Buck and Elnum, had their money because they had, quote unquote, a limousine company. A limousine company. That's what they said they were doing, but they was actually hustling. And this is true to facts, because they got was it 9-16 to life sentences under the federal guidelines. And each one of them, they just got pardoned by Obama last year. And Buck went to live with Puff. So this is true statement. And then the reason I know what they were doing outside of that, and I'm not just talking, because I got caught up in a situation with him and Wolf. Now, my brother, my god brother, from another mother, A1 since day one, stole that from BK Fame. He told me, yo, Gene, we was on the block. We was on 112th Street. We was on the block. He said, yo, Gene, I need you to roll with me. And I was like, yo, what's up? He said, man, you got to take every light. And he said, I got the ticket. Don't worry about it. So we jump in my truck, and we flying. We headed up to, we on 112th Street. We on 112th Street. So we headed up into Undercliff in the Bronx. I'm flying. I get to Deegan, get off on 179th, then swing around 179th, go up Segwit till I get to Undercliff. Boom. We get there. And I was like, yo, and he still ain't tell me what was up. I was like, yo, man, what's wrong? What's going on, man? He said, yo, Gene, don't worry about it. You can stay down here. I said, no, I'm going with you, man. He said, yo, go when you want to, man. It's all right. I said, yo, I'm rolling with you. He said, what's up? So we go up in this building over on Undercliff. And guess who coming down the hallway? It was Wolf and Buck. They had 2 shopping bags. And they were laughing. They was dressed to the teeth. They had on minks and everything, dressed to the teeth. And I was like, yo, I'm looking at him. And then they just started, he said, oh man, what the fuck is going on, man? They start laughing. He said, nah, man, everything good, everything good. And I kind of knew what was going on at that time, but he didn't say anything to me. But then when we went, when he went in when he went into the apartment, you know what I'm saying? And then he came back out. He came out with a big ass duffel bag. And I was like, yo, what's up? He was like, yeah, man. That nigga Wolf was shaking, dude shook in there, man. You know what I'm saying? But they took care of what they were supposed to take care of. I said, yeah? He said, yeah. So then he said, Jing, I need you to do me another favor. And I said, what? He said, I need you to count this money up for me. And I said, yeah, all right, man, what is it? We need to talk about money. He said, yeah, I need to count this money for me. Yo, it's like $100,000 in that joint. I was like, oh, shit. Shit is crazy. So then he said, yeah, man. Wolf had them all shook up in there and everything like that. I said, yeah. He said, but everything is cool and everything. And that was like the second time I met Wolf. That was like the second time I met Wolf after a couple of incidents, after the couple of situation we had. So then again, that's how I knew that they just didn't really have a limousine company. You understand? And they was doing other things. And then that's when they got caught in Virginia with that whole trial shit, stuff like that. And they did their sentence and they did their time and stuff like that. So Bad Boy actually got started with their money butt naked. You understand? So when you hear those stories and they don't talk about butt naked, they don't talk about Kirk Burroughs, they don't talk about a lot of other things like that, that's where they get the felonious shit, because it's no different from a lot of other company when people say that they sold weed to start their company, or they say Rockefeller did the same thing. That's how guys was getting their money. Then these guys in the streets was trying to clean their money up and get to a whole different life and a different livelihood. Now, when he then go and he gets into the Clyde Davis thing, it was already, Buck and Elden was already, in jail now. But he had used their money, but Wolf wasn't in jail. So now Buck and El had to be taken care of while they was in jail, and now they got this legal money. But Wolf had to use his money, you understand, to send Buck family money, or L family, or Elderman, whatever they needed in jail, or every those people that's part of that crew. Wolf was using his money to make sure. And then when L was in jail, Corey was still out on the run. Corey's on the run for about 6 years. You understand? How you think he stayed on the run for that long? Who you think helped keep him on the run? It wasn't only Wolf money at that time. It was the Bad Boy money then. Because we used to see Buck show up to concerts and places, and he was given a paper bag a lot of times. But, all that shit is over with now. He with his man Diddy. They living comfortably together, commingling in the same home. So he good now. I'm gonna answer a few questions, and then I'm gonna get back to this whole thing. Where we at? Let me see where I'm at right now. Why you want to know if he gay? If two men lay down, how many homos get up, bruh? Big Money, Deuce. What's up with you, boy? Is that Maria Jones or Marie Jones? Username? Let me, yo, this should be moving too fast for me, man. E.L. Simmons, what's going on? Happy New Year. Well, Happy New Year to everybody, man. Did I say you understand enough? Is anybody drunk yet from me saying you understand a motherfucker too much? I told y'all these numbers, these things. Can anybody help me? My shit is going, my letters is going, my things are going this way, sideways, so I can't really see the shit. How could I switch it back or whatever? Corrine Lenore from St. Louis, what's up with you? St. Louis is always in the house. MB, what's good? Chase Shop, what's up? MJ Reed, Happy New Year. If I turn the phone Q, it ain't gonna switch right because the kind of stand is on. But anyway, I'm gonna get to some of these questions. Questions. Love from Memphis. What's up, Memphis? Suge Day. Lincoln Clay. Derek Johnson. Terry Mason. Michelle Gill. Alan Gregg. All y'all, Happy New Year to you. Some of the questions I'm going to have to go back and answer later, man, because this is crazy for me right now. I'm gonna teach y'all how to make soup today, man. It's something that's real simple, something real quick. We're gonna knock this shit off, and if you want to do that, you can. You can stay with us. If not, you know, Happy New Year. Take care. It's real simple and quick. All right. Anybody for learning how to make the soup today? Can I get an amen or a yes or go ahead do your thing, whatever? This y'all fault. Y'all told me to stand it up like this so I could see the shit. I guess motherfuckers wanted to get shouted out. Get shouted out. All right. Chase Shep, what up? Scott P. Mr. Jones, good morning. What up, money? S. Watts, D. Miller. Keisha Matthews, Monique, all this Happy New Year to all y'all. Let's get together. I'm gonna make this soup right here, right quick, man, because this shit is getting monogamous. I can't shout everybody out, man. MSTA TV, holla at me. Boss Black 13, what's up with you? All right, quick way to make soup. I got water boiling right now. What I'm gonna do is, I take these bouillon cubes. Last week, this motherfucker get on here and talk about, and one of the questions, he said, yo, nigga, I ain't see you wash your hands. I say, you stupid motherfucker, I'm at home cooking my own food, I'm eating it my own self. Wash my hands. I wash my hands. Yeah, I'm going to keep my hands clean. But motherfuckers, I ain't cooking for you or nobody else. I'm cooking for myself. My hands ain't going to be dirty. I ain't going to be cooking no dirty motherfucking food. You say some stupid shit like that out your mouth. Yo, you ain't wash your hands. Get out of here with your clown ass. It's my food, my house. All right. I take these bouillon cubes. I use these ones right here. See that shit right there? Guess that's the right one. I drop 2 of those in a half a pot of water. Then I use this cream of mushroom soup. I take that, take the top, hit it at the top right there, open the can. That shit is gonna slide out real quick when I go over there. So I'm gonna step over to the water, throw this in there. Because you got to get your broth together. Your broth has to be excellent. All right? Take these 2 bouillon cubes. Somebody said I'll be showing them how to kick. I'll be showing people how to cook the heart attack meals. Man, I'm cooking soul food, and I've been around over 50 years, and I'm good. Yeah, we supposed to have black eyed peas, candy yams. That's a whole black thing. You know, black eyed peas, candy yams, and greens. Greens for the money. What was the black eyed peas for, right? I know the candy yams was for the honey. Bro, if you want to ask somebody some pop questions, man, I'm not into that. I'm not doing that this year, man. You know, unless somebody bringing me on the show, paying me some motherfucking money for that shit, man. Fuck that, man. I'm tired of that, bro. Cause people gonna believe what they want to believe, man. Pound Cake One, what up with you? So now, after I got that in there, that's gonna boil for a while. I got some grilled chicken that I made. You know, I broiled. I'm just gonna cut that up. I'm just gonna cut that chicken up. It's out the way. That was whole chicken. Cut a couple of pieces up. We're not gonna put that in until life. You gotta taste that broth. Now, with that broth, once it cook a little bit, I'm gonna throw these candy yams and these onions in there. A little chicken with the bones in it. I'm gonna throw some more chicken in there. Cut up another couple of pieces up. I put this in the oven and let it broil. So you know with that chicken soup, you can have bones in it. No homos. People like to suck on the bones and shit. Yep. Next year I got I got a lot of different stories. I'm gonna incorporate a couple of Jennifer Lopez stories, a couple of stories when we was out with Beyonce and Jay when they first got together. We was at a club called Eugene's. It was down on 17th Street in Manhattan. I got a lot of Jennifer and his stories, so I'm gonna incorporate a couple of those stories in there. That's for the next coming year. I got this chicken already cut up. Shit smell good because I had already seasoned and marinated the chicken and broiled it. So now I got this candy yam. I'm gonna shave it right quick. All right, we got 100 and some, 104 likes. 216 people in the building. Mr. J. Reed, what's going on? Yeah, I took that already to some people. Mr. Reed got a trademark and what you call they working on something like that. But you know, you got to wait on these folks. Bradford, Adrian Bradford for Baltimore was good. So after I do this candy yam up, I'm scraping this candy yam real quick. It ain't gonna take long. Yo, this cooking shit, man, you know, y'all don't understand. Cooking ain't no easy job. I just like doing this shit. But well, I ain't gonna say it ain't no easy job, but it's a whole lot to sit here and cook and have a conversation with you guys. And a lot of times I was thinking, what the fuck I get myself into? I retired so I can have another motherfucking job? Get the fuck up out of here. You know, you know what I'm saying? Have anybody kept account? Have I been doing good? You know, I'm not saying you understand that much, right? So ain't nobody drunk, right? Keisha Matthews, you drunk? All right, when I first started the show off, if you just getting in here, I said if I say you understand them motherfuckers, you got to take a drink. You get your favorite spirits up, and you take a drink every time I say it. Yeah, thank you, man. I appreciate it. What's that, Gino? Y'all been hitting the gym, man. I'm on that fucking bike, right? You know what I'm saying? I'm just doing the cardio right now. So I stay on that bike for about an hour, 15 minutes, man. I listen to the rap battles, you know, the URL shit. Yo, I love that shit, man. Yo, see, that's more hip hop than anything in hip hop and music. And I don't give a fuck what a motherfucker say. Now I ain't got no problem with how hip hop is going, but we as black men and we as black people, and I don't care about what people do, you know what I'm saying, about their sexuality and stuff like that. But the way the hip hop is and the way they showing these kids to be and stuff like that, you know, all this they want to be rock and roll stars, you know, with the funny dressing, tight clothes. You can't tell the men from the women and everything like that. Nah, hip hop is going more for the URL, the rap league battles and shit like that. And you know, I met Smack back in the day with Chaz, so it's hip hop is more. That's more of the culture than all this other shit, man, that they trying to show us. Oh yeah, I watched the rap battle shit, man. I love that shit. Actually, I got a story behind that, and he don't even know me, or he may not even know me. The kid, what's his name? Hitman Holla. I know his old man, and when he was young, I put T Rex on the phone when I was at his house, and they battled, and both of them was young at the time. I know little Gerald's son, the Hitman Holla son, Hitman Holla. I don't remember his real name, but I know his daddy. My brother and his father is real cool. I put him on the phone with T Rex, and him and T Rex battled on the phone. And he was young then. And now to see that he went on and did what he did, that was good shit. All right, I got that candy yam clean. I'm gonna put that shit in half. Now I'm gonna make thick chunks. Like so. See that? We're gonna drop that in that water. It's gonna take on a flavor of its own. Now, you know, everybody needs some motherfucking soup, man. And niggas could be talking shit like that. When you can make your own fucking soup, you doing your thing. Like I said, I boiled the water. I use a can of cream of mushroom. I use two of these bouillon cubes. I'm gonna throw a tablespoon of my man Fleetwood. It's called the rotisserie crock pot. Shit. Teaspoon of garlic, teaspoon of black pepper. I'm almost finished with this shit right here. Then I'm gonna drop this shit in the water. That's one potato right there. I'm gonna throw that in the water. Be back with you. We gotta get that broth good, man. That broth gotta be right. Like Rec used to say, if the church ain't right, the rev ain't right. I gotta get another onion out. So now, I'm gonna take a tablespoon of this Fleetwood seasoning. This crock pot shit is crack. I know how to measure it. I'm gonna do a teaspoon of garlic and a teaspoon of black pepper and throw that in that water. I use a half a pot of water. We're just gonna let that boil for a while. That's gonna boil and simmer down, and we're gonna get to his stuff. What's up, everybody? Middletown Mike, same game. What you know about the same game, Mike? Mike Allen, what's going on? You said somebody said something about Naughty by Nature. Tretch was my boy, but I used to always go out to, what's his name? Damn, man. What's his name? He was the DJ for them, but he was the producer. Who I got a story. Him and Tretch did a one-on-one. It's gonna come to me in a minute. Yeah, Sally Richards was chilling with Bad Boy. You know, when we was out there in Vegas when Big got killed, she was actually at the party, sitting at the table with Kim after she didn't fuck Puff. That was some shit. You know, bitches don't give a fuck. What was my dopest New Year's Eve story? Nah, I don't have none. None that I can say that I'm willing to say. What's a special dish in St. Louis? A St. Paul from the Chinese restaurant. If you had a St. Paul sandwich or some fried rice in St. Louis, you ate some good fucking food. I'm telling you. Now they do the ribs and the barbecue and all that shit like that, but ain't nothing. If anybody from St. Louis, they'll tell you about motherfucking or Emo's Pizza is crazy, but they'll tell you about a St. Paul if you from the hood. Pound cake, what's good with you? Lorenzo Duckworth. Tretch is a great rapper, man. Tretch was a great rapper too. You know what I'm saying? Tretch was good. That was my boy. I used to have mad love for Tretch. No, I had a conversation with Tupac. When Pac had was him and Puff was talking. We was in the Roxy. It was a big concert there, and him and Puff had a conversation, and they was talking, and Pac put a cigarette in his mouth, and the nigga just lit a cigarette. I was just like, what kind of shit is that? Nigga lighting your cigarette. You know what I'm saying? I thought Pac was a little eccentric when I first met him. That shit went off. Did I hear a story about puffing about your dudes? Yo, I told the Nas story before. Y'all gotta be listening, man. I'm not gonna keep going back and forth and everything like that. I'm gonna get this Nas story again, and it's the last time. My man Darnell used to have a building over there on 12th Avenue and 127th, 128th Street before they turned and tore it down, and it's now some kind of what is it? It's some kind of food emporium, big place over there now. Is over there about Hudson and 127, 120. Darnell used to own that shit. They used to have a gambling spot over there too, right? Now listen, this is the last time I'm telling this Nas fucking story, man. This dude from Yonkers, his name was Nell. He used to run with Darnell and them. He got all them niggas locked up. He in jail himself right now because he went back doing the same old dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? Niggas still trying to sell drugs, and they late 40s and late 50s, early 50s, and he got caught up in the same shit he sent all his niggas to jail for. Scotland, Happy New Year. So now we was searching everybody. The team that we used to have, we used to search everybody. Nigga, when you used to get it, after we got through searching you back in the day, my team, nigga, you need a cigarette. So now, Nas and his man come in there. So he tell us, nah, Nas and them good, they good, they good, they good. I said, nah, them niggas gotta get searched, man. He said, nah, Gene, don't search them, don't search them. They not gonna go in if you search them. They're not gonna go in if you search them. I said, man, I don't give a fuck if they go in or not. He said, no, but he on the bill, Gene. You understand? Don't worry about it, Gene. I got it, I got it. So now, Nas get into place. He do his performance. So the fucking performance was cool and everything. So Eddie F brother is in there. You know, Eddie F from Heavy D and the Boy. So him and Nas and them get into some kind of words and everything like that. And Nas' man pulled out the joint and shot him in the stomach. And he took off running out the back. He just ran. So niggas is running after him. This nigga runs out the back, and what he don't know, Darnell got pitched back there. So he shot Darnell's dog and jumped the fence and dropped his beeper. Don't you know the police got the beeper? And they called him or had somebody call him and say he found him, and the nigga came and get his beeper and they locked his ass up. So Nas promised my man Darnell he was gonna pay him for his dog and take care of him shit. Never did nothing, man. That's the Nas story I got, man. Nigga say, I'm not even repeating that. He said, nah, I ain't gonna even repeat that. That's after my day, that 6ix9ine story, bro. Yo, I got a funny Mike Tyson story, but I gotta say that I got two Mike Tyson stories. I got one with Zip when we was in his house before he's finna fight the heavyweight champion, Lennox Lewis. I'll tell that one. But the personal story I had with Mike Tyson, I'm not gonna tell that one. I'll tell y'all the Mike Tyson story. Mike Tyson didn't want to fight no more. When he fought Lennox Lewis, he was through with fighting, man. Because we was sitting up there and Mike was rolling a joint right before the fight. He's supposed to be fighting in a week or two. And he was rolling a fucking joint. And Mike was like, yo, I just came from Mexico and a nigga spent $300,000 on me. And we was in Zip house because he used to fly pigeons over there on 118. Zip had a tenement building on 118th, 119th, second or third over there. And we was sitting up in that joint. And Mike used to come on there and fly pigeons. And he said, yo, man, I don't even want to fight no more. It was me, Noah, and Slick. We like, yo, what, champ? You fighting? Ain't you fighting in a couple of weeks or something like that? He said, yo, I just went to Mexico and nigga spent $300,000 on me. And he ain't even know me. I was like, oh shit. Then he, fought Lennox Lewis, hugged him and kissed him. That's the way he wanted to go out. But he's the greatest that ever did it. All right. Why, Griggs? Yeah, I met Usher a couple of times. Oh, got a crazy Usher story. Yo, this is the last story I'm gonna tell, man. You know what I'm saying? About this shit, and it's crazy. We was in the is it the Swiss Hotel in Atlanta, right across the street from Lenox Mall? Is that the Swiss? Right. And Puff used to have the presidential suite every time we left there, and I had the room right next to him. But when Puff had certain company, I had to come in there and make sure and regulate shit in there. So one time, Kim was in the room, and this girl came up, but Kim wouldn't come out unless Puff told her to. She just didn't come out that fucking room unless Puff told her to come out the room. He had it like that. So I know this girl when I see her. It was one of Keith Sweat's baby mamas. So she came out to the fucking she came up to the suite. So Kim was in the room and everything like that. Puff came out there and he put the chair backwards to the door. He said, yo, Gene, just watch the door and everything like that. So I watching the door, so if Kim do come out, I'll be telling her, yo, they doing some business or whatever right there, Kim. And she wouldn't, she wouldn't come out. But she never came out the room unless Puff told her anyway. So Keith Sweat baby mama, one of his old baby mamas from Atlanta down that way, was giving him a blowjob right there in the room of the fucking Swiss Hotel. That's the Swiss. I think it's the Swiss Hotel. But I know it's right across the street from Lenox Mall. I think it was the Swiss. If I recall, it's the Swiss. Oh, about a half an hour later, Usher come up there. She's gone now. No, she's there. Usher came in and she sleep. She fell asleep. And Puff went back in the room with Kim. So she stayed right out there with her. Usher came up there and don't you know he kissed this bitch straight in the mouth while she just engaged Puff a fucking blowjob right there in the thing. I was like, I don't know. I ain't know who to call nasty, her or fucking Usher. And that's a true motherfucking story right there, bro. I know it's crazy, but that shit is true. Oh, that was my man who was blocking Mike when he first got. That was my man. What's his name? He used to be a cop. Uh, we used to go to Cancun, all the kind of places together. What's his name? Somebody asked me who was that holding the coat from Mike Tyson. That was my man. I know him no real good. His name slips me. Yeah, I just told you that story. Oh, I should have kept that story about Usher doing that. Shit, nigga did it. I don't give a shit. He asked me for Usher's story. Superhead tells her own story, dog. She'll tell you what she did. Well, anyway, man. After that broth is simmering and shit like that, I'm cooking soup today. I told everybody I was gonna cook soup, and I really didn't feel like even cooking or doing nothing, man. I had already made some. I put it online. I had on my IG. I had made some cream of spinach, some meatloaf, mixed vegetables, some mashed potatoes. That's what I wanted. So I cooked what I wanted today. And then I said, for you guys, I'll show y'all how to make some soup. You know, Black Rob is my man. You know what I'm saying? Black Rob, I caught him on 115th Street, and I told him that he could not worship two gods, man. You had a craft, you had a talent. You know what I'm saying? You're a great, you're a great artist, Rob. But if you out here still trying to hustle, and that's how you trying to make your living and everything now. And I know everybody got to feed themselves. You can't be then say I'm gonna go to the studio and try to do a record and everything like that, because you can't worship two gods like that, man. All right, we got like 236 people in the building. You understand? Um, We got 139 likes, like that thing. I want to thank the people, and I'm gonna shout your names out next time and the next year, man, for sending the cash donation. That was crazy cool. I appreciate that. You know, you don't, I really appreciate it. You're doing it out the kindness of your heart, and for you to take time and do something like that, that showed me that you appreciate the stories. Now, like I'm telling y'all, everybody's saying, some niggas say, this nigga snitching, this nigga ratting, and so like, nigga, these are my stories. I can say whatever the fuck I want to say out my mouth. You understand? This is shit that I seen personally. This shit, motherfuckers didn't want me to see it. No motherfuckers should have kept it to themselves. They shouldn't have did it around me. You understand? So if I see this nasty bitch, and this dude gonna say I should have kept that story to myself, yo, if I see this nasty bitch suck this nigga dick, then kiss this other nigga in the mouth, that's her ass. That's she didn't give a fuck about it. Thank you, MJ. Keita, what's going on? Third Eye, what's up with you? Miss Queen, Black, Gino, what's happening? Gary Watson. Yo, chicks back in the day used to be wild, and man, you think these little girls is worse than these chicks, you know, because they do it the 5 ways now. You know what I'm saying? She got you know what I'm saying? She got a dick in her mouth, a dick in her ass, a dick in her pussy, and both of them in their hands going like this and shit. You know, they doing it 5 ways now. They don't give a fuck. It's crazy. Yo, Big Joe, my man, you know what I'm saying? He worked with a lot of people. Peace and love, Rugged, the real. D'Angelo Jr., what's up? Big Money 2-2. Miss Queen Black, I just see you, just Keisha Matthews, all y'all with the smiling faces. Me Against the World, my favorite Pac joint. What's up, Patterson? NJ in the house. Yo, I got plenty of big stories, man. Yo, I got a big story that I hate so bad, man. It's crazy. Cause I feel like if Big would have went to jail when he was in California, he may be alive today. Right? For New Year. Promise I wasn't gonna get his story up, but I think I may have told Rec. I told somebody before. All right? And Lil C's know this story well. We was out at LA. Big had Charlie Baltimore with her out there. And Charlie had seen some pictures of Big. And Big had these girls in the photos. I guess they was boofing them or whatever, like that he had took pictures of it. And Charlie Baltimore seen this shit. And they was going at it. And she got mad and threw his Rolex and his ring out the window. You know, Big wasn't going for that shit. And he snuffed her, smacked her around and everything like that. We found the watch, but we never found the ring. So the neighbors and them had, you know, called the police. You understand? So now the police came up there. So now me and Puffer's in the room with Faith. Big is in the adjoining room, and Charlie Baltimore. You know, Puffer's in the room with Charlie Baltimore, and me and Puffer's in the room with Charlie Baltimore. Big is in the adjoining room. They getting Big dressed to take him out because he had to be taken out in a wheelchair. Right? So now, Charlie Baltimore ain't pressing no charges. She's keeping it gangster. But Puff is making all kind of promises to her because she's telling her that Big can't go to jail, Big can't go to jail, this, that, and the third, the whole 9 yards. So I'm talking to the police officer. He talking to her. And it was just crazy how the cops was like, yo, fuck it. They didn't even try to like push it. And this is the time when they had that OJ law out there in California. So now we found out Big is in the car and he's gone. And the police just left the scene. They didn't even know it was Christopher Wallace, the Notorious Big, who had smacked her around. But I still feel today, if Big had went to jail, you know, and stayed in jail until he got ready to go, he'd probably be alive today, man. Right? Listen, thank you for your time. And I really appreciate y'all coming here. Cav here, Happy New Year's to you. I think y'all come here to spend the time with me. I went over the 80s and the 90s, the street gangs, the promoters, how Butt Naked got connected with Puff, and they had a limousine company with a multi-million-dollar drug business in which the head of those crews went to jail for 9, 16 to life sentences. How Puff still had to take care of him, how Puff still owed Wolf over $300-some thousand for helping those guys when they were away. KG, thank you, sir. King Up. Yo, that KG for my man from Naughty by Nature. KG is a real dude. You understand? KG is about his business, and he got a knuckle game. And he got a knuckle game. You know, they talk about rappers and all that shit like that. You know, I think KG probably just got a just as good a knuckle game as 50. But KG had a knuckle game, bruh. And that's no bullshit. That's what I was talking about. I had a crazy story between him and Tretch. Well, you know, we'll keep that in-house. Yep. All right, y'all. So like I said, I gave, you know, the schedule on which all the hustlers, all the people in Harlem used to be at Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. You know, I gave that schedule up. You know, you can go back and see this shit right here. Next time, I'm just going to give you Jennifer Lopez story and a couple other stories, and I'm going to call it the quit. You know, still working on my book and everything. The stories that I'm giving y'all are not in my book or anything like that. It's just things that, you know, I'm talking to you guys about to let you know how my life and how things were going. All right? So, listen here. Thank you guys for y'all time. Y'all be safe out there. Y'all have a happy new year. Oh, I forgot my soup. Did I? After you put all that broth and everything in the soup, you take a bag of, damn, y'all gotta keep me here. I use a bag of mixed vegetables. And I drop that with this chicken. Damn, y'all still keeping me here, huh? Let me taste this broth. Oh my God, crack. I'm gonna throw this chicken off in there. Throw these mixed vegetables. I'm sorry about that, you guys. That's why I need rec here, man. This camera shit. I'm gonna find a studio that I could cook at. All right, y'all. Damn, I forgot about the soup and shit. Somebody would have reminded me, like this cat did before. He was like, yo, Gene, you ain't even make the motherfucking pizza. What the fuck is wrong with you? Old ass nigga. Now I guess I gotta stay right here and yeah, Keisha Matthews, I can make some gumbo. Yeah. But that's chicken soup, you know. Like I said, it was something I put. So I put a candy, I put a yam in there. I put I used the Fleetwood seasoning, the crock pot rotisserie seasoning, cream of mushroom soup, 2 bouillon cubes, a teaspoon of pepper, a teaspoon of garlic powder, tablespoon of that Fleetwood seasoning. Um, Let it boil. Icon Films, Merry Christmas to you. Yeah, you can ask that yourself, man. You know, big respected Pac skills. Yo, what people don't understand is, you know, like Pac had all the right to be mad, man. But I just think that he went at it a whole different way, you know, like he took it to the fucking extreme. But then I can understand him not really knowing. See, he thought Big had money. Big ain't had no money. Big died broke. You understand? So, and then, you know, Puff took the whole format of Tupac and stole it and gave it to Big and had him run with it. Yo, Big, you need to rap about this. You need to talk about that. See, people don't understand that whole I Get Around was the format of what rappers was doing back in the day. You know, and when Pac went over to Italy, he modeled for Versace. He started coming back with the Versace shirts and all that shit like that. Then niggas wasn't paying no $400-500 for shirts for them Versace shirts until Pac started wearing them shits. He came back and put that shit on the rappers and stuff like that and started doing that shit. So, you know, nigga, nobody eat no fucking chitlins. Oh, excuse me. I'm sorry about that. You gonna get me flagged. No, I don't eat chitlins, man. I don't eat pork, bro. Yeah. Yo, you're my man who's talking about for me to stop doing shit. Yo, you can't tell me what to do, bro. I could change the topic. This is my shit. Change your channel. How about that? Hold on. Yo, you should use your fucking key or go through the garage and do something. Yeah, but I'm doing my show right now. Be quiet. Yeah. Yeah, I wish you would, nigga. You kick in this door, I got something for your ass. Trust and believe. Chitlins is intestines of a pig, man. Everything he eats and it goes through that, bro. You don't eat that shit. Yo, I keep it 100 with my daughter. You know what I'm saying? Them, you know, I was a verbal abuser. They love the shit out of me, dog. I'm telling you, they love the shit out of me. I've taken care of everything they needed, from education to everything, bro. Lived in the best. Did the best for them. They ain't want for nothing. Nothing at all. Nigga, I gave my life up. You understand? That's how I talk. You know, I've always been like that. Yeah. Oh, yeah. My channel is monetized now. Yeah, I want to thank y'all guys for that. You know, I don't know shit. Your bro, you know, Rex set this shit up for me, man. The channel is monetized. He put up that Big Gene cash out, and I was surprised. You know, last week I got like $45, $55 from like 4 or 5 different people. I mean, like all together. And I was like, damn. I don't expect people to get their coins up like that, you know. It is what it is. Yo, I don't have shit to do, bro. I told you I'm retired. I've done what I've done. You know what I'm saying? I pimp the mailman. I stand around here and I talk to y'all once a week. I'm about to cut that shit short. Yeah, I'm about to get on this book shit real heavy, man. And then I gotta get on my, I'm back on my workout shit. You know what I'm saying? It's the thing about this, man. And you got to take this for fun, and that's what I didn't realize at first. You got to take this for fun, being on this internet, talking to people, and and I'm bringing my life to you guys. You know what I mean? So that's what I do now. I take it as being fun. You know, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I'm gonna be truthful in every aspect that I come to y'all. But what I'm gonna stop doing and what I was doing is that I'm not going to be answering no ignorant shit no more. You know what I'm saying? You keep all that ignorant shit to yourself, and then if it comes by, I'm just going to overlook it. And that's what I've been told. These people like, Chip Ahoy, this lady Sarah, they tell me that, let's just overlook that dumb shit, because this is not me. I'm new to this shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't do this. I fried some chicken today, man, just smothered with some gravy. I, uh, um, I'm new to this shit. I don't do this for income. This is not my course of life. This is something to get you to know me. So when my book do come out, you say, yo, well, listen here, man. That nigga had a lot of good shit to say on the internet. Let me see what it's about his book. And I'm not, it ain't no tell-all superhead type of book. I'm telling some legit stories that got some fucking meaning to it. When you could look back and you could say to yourself, damn, I experienced some shit like that. And I got over that shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, there'd be a lot of crack in the book. That's what I'm saying. This internet give you the avenue like this dumb motherfucker come on and say, well, there be crack in the book. You say stupid shit like that because they want a joke. You know what I mean? I'm letting this soup boil a little bit. I'm sorry, you won't be able to get to see it because it's going to take about a few minutes to do that. Yeah, the book is coming out. We're going to try to get it out by Big's birthday. In March, I'm not Big birthday, the death of Big, which was March 9th. I'm sorry about that. We're going to be finished with it in the end of January. I knew some of the band members, the people from making the band. 88 Pretty Boy. You got that? Yeah, that soup is coming along good. You can smell it in here, man. It's crazy. Kane Musty, 300,000. What up? Jeffrey Goldston. What's up with you? Tony Florence. My brother sold DMX that red Impala he had. Thank you, R. I'll be able to delete your ass from here next time. Rex showed me how to do that shit, you stupid motherfucker. How about that one? Well, listen here. I'm going to go stir this soup up. The broth is crazy, so that means everything else is going to be good. Yo, Reg, what's up, boy? Yo, Reg, thanks for sending me the things that you sent me, bro, and letting me know about this shit. I appreciate that. MJ Reed, you too? All right, y'all. Well, listen here. Thank you, and everybody have a happy new year. Y'all take care. Be good. And I hope everything is fine in your life. I hope, you know, all your family members wish everybody well. Remember, take care. This has been another Big Gene Swing thing. Cooking and conversation. Y'all be good. Aaron Gray, thank you, sir. I ride with Harlem. Bye, Middletown Mike. Bye, African Goddess. Thank you for your comments. African Goddess, I appreciate you all the time. Conspiracy Forum, I will check my emails. Solo, you be good. King Esco, peace. You should be drunk now. Nobody drunk? So that mean I ain't say you understand enough. And I ain't say motherfuckers enough. So, if ain't nobody drunk from it, that's good. I'm cleaning up my act. Happy New Year, you guys. Peace.